Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Learning Math Skills with new lecture. Today we are going to do the topic speed. That is the last topic of this unit, current unit we are doing. So what is speed? Everybody knows, and you already studied this topic in previous classes. First we will recap your previous knowledge, how you will calculate speed if distance and time is given to you, how you will find distance if speed and time is given to you, how these three quantities are interlinked with each other. So it's very interesting topic, and in daily life you often need to calculate the speed or the distance or the time duration. So let's start our today's topic. Okay students, now just look at your screen. Suppose that is your house and you are moving from your office to your house. What is the distance? Let's suppose the distance between your office and home is, that is 60 kilometer, right? And you reach from office to your house in 2 hours. So how can you calculate at what speed you travel this distance? So it's very easy, that speed is equal to distance divided by time. Distance divided by time. The distance between your office and house is 60 kilometer and you travel in 2 hours. So it means your speed is 60 divided by 2. You travel this distance in 30 kilometer per hour. That is your speed. You already did these questions in previous classes. Similarly, now if you have to, now we can derive three more formulas from this one thing. Speed is equal to distance of time. If you need to calculate the time, you will divide distance with speed, right? Third thing is, if you require to find the distance, so simply you will multiply speed with the time. So by these three formulas you can calculate speed, distance and time if two values are given to you. Now the further things we need in to solve these questions, you must know the units of length, unit of distance. So what are the units of distance? Do you know? Okay, let me tell you. That is meter, that is centimeter, that is millimeter, and the last one is, which oftenly we use to travel to measure the distance, the long distance, that is kilometer, right? And what are the unit of time? Yes, you know, that is second. Okay, next one is minute. Okay, next one is hour. Okay, now you are know what are the link between these units, means how many kilometers, how many meters are there in 1 kilometer, how many meters. The largest, suppose I write here 1 kilometer, that is equal to 1000 meter, right? Similarly 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, right? So these two units we oftenly use to measure the distance. Next thing is hour, minute and second. So 1 hour is equal to, how many minutes are there? That is 60 minutes. And 1 minute is equal to, that is equal to 60 seconds. So in some questions we have to calculate the distance meter per second. Meter per second. So if I ask you how many seconds in 1 hour, so how you will calculate? Simply 1 hour is equal to 60 multiplied by 60. That means 3600 seconds, right? 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So we use different units for the speed. That could be kilometer per hour, that could be kilometer per hour. The other one is minute per meter or per centimeter, it could be. The last one is meter per second. So we use these units while calculating speed. For the time we need these units. And one more thing, you need to calculate the time duration, not the time. Means if you leave your office to the home at 2 p.m. and you reach home at 2:30, so you don't need 2 p.m. or 2:30 p.m. You need time duration which you travel, and that is from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. So your time duration between this time slot is 30 minutes, means half an hour. So while calculating speed, you need time duration, not the time. So let's start our exercise questions. I hope you will understand and these things and keep remember these things, and by practicing these questions you will remember these formulas. Now we will start our questions. Question number 1 is that a particle travels 24.6 kilometer, that is distance, in 30 minutes. That is time duration, means time, and you have to find the speed in kilometer per hour and meter per second. So how can you find your speed? How can you find the speed? That is total distance divided by the time. So what is the distance here? The distance here 24.6 kilometer. And what is your time? Time is equal to 30 minutes. Now we have to find the answer in two units. First one is kilometer per hour, means we need time in hours. Okay, 30 minutes. And how you convert this into hours? Simply you will divide it by 60, because 60 minutes in 1 hour, and when you simplify you will get your time, that is 1/2 hour, means half an hour. Now what to do? You have to find speed. How can you find the speed? That is distance divided by time. So what is your distance? Your distance is 24/6 kilometer divided by the time. And what is your time? That is 1/2. And now you know, if any fraction form in the denominator and or in the division sign, so when we are going to multiply, we will write its reciprocal, means simply 24.6 multiplied by 2/1. So multiply this one. What will be your answer? 2 6 are 12, 2 4s are 8, and 1 9, and 2 2s are 4, and that is 49.2 kilometer per hour. Kilometer per hour. That is your answer in kilometer per hour. Now you have to find your answer in meter per second. Meter per second. So now it means what you have to do, you have to convert this speed. Your speed is 49.2 kilometer per hour. So how you convert this kilometer into meters? That is 1 kilometer is equal to 1000. And how many seconds in 1 hour? That is 60 multiplied by 60, right? So means you have to multiply it with 1000 and divided by 60 into 60. Why 60 into 60? I already explained you that there is a 60 minute in 1 hour and 60 second in 1 hour. So it means in hour we have 60 into 60, 3600 seconds. So this 0 cancels with this one, and this 0 is also cancels with this one. So it's easy for us to multiply with the 10. When we are going to multiply with multiples of 10, we no need to multiply, simply move the decimals. Mean your answer is 492 divided by 6 into 6. I don't write 36 because it's easy to calculate, it's easy to cancellation with the table of 6. So now you can cancel it. 6 8s are 48 and 6 2s are 12, right? Again at table of 2, that is 3 and that is 41, means 41 over 3 meter per second. Now you can convert this into mixed number or in the decimal form. It's up to you, both answers correct. So if you write in the mixed numbers, 13 3s are 39, 13 2 over 3, and this is in meter per second. So I hope you understand this question. Clear? Its conversion is little bit difficult, and you know these units to convert this meter or time or meter per seconds or kilometer per hour. So now come to the question number 2. Question number 2 is that a high speed travels at a speed of 200 km per hour. The speed of the car is 200 km per hour. If the train sets off from station A at 12:24, right, and station B as 14:12, it means we need to calculate the time. That's not a time duration. As I told you earlier, when you are going to find the speed, we need time duration, not the time. So how much time it taken? First we will find the time. So how can you calculate the time? In the previous lecture you learn it, you practice it. I hope you can calculate the time duration very easily. 12:24, there are so many methods to calculate. You can calculate mentally, you can subtract it by taking the borrow the 60 as 1 hour. So he reached at 14:12. So look here, 14:12 minus 12:24. So what will you do? You will take 1 hour from here. So what hours are left? 13. And what you take, that convert into 60 minutes. Clear? 60 plus 12, that is 72. And from 72 you will subtract 24. You will get 48 minutes. And 13 minus 12, that is 1 hour. Right? You can calculate it mentally. That is 12:24 and 13:24 and 14:24. So there are 12 minutes more than 12. So you can subtract. That way you also get 1 hour and 48 minutes. It's up to you. How can you calculate your answer? So your time is 1 hour 48 minutes. Now the question is that you find the distance. How can you find the distance? Distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. We have the speed, we have the time, we can calculate the distance. But he said find the distance in meters. Find the distance in meters. So it's up to you. You can convert this into first into seconds and the distance also in meters. Then you can find the speed into meter per second and then you multiply. Other case you can find the distance in kilometers. At the end we will change this into meters. So first change this into hours. Time is, that is 1 hour, and 40 hours minutes. If we change to 48 minutes into hours, it means 48 over 60, right? So you can simplify it at table of 4, 12 4s are 12 5s are, means 4 over 5 hours. That is your time duration. Your speed is given to you. Now its calculation is easy. Distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. 5 1s are 5, 5 plus 4, 9 over 5. So you can cancel it. It's very easy. 5 40s are, so 9 40s are 360 kilometer. So now you have to find the distance in meters. Means you have to multiply 360 with 1000. 360 into 1000. Why we multiply the 1000? Because we have to find the answers in meters. So your answer is 360,000 meter. That is your required answer. So now move to the next questions. So I write more questions from you. We did 2 questions. Now it's question number 3. What is this? We have to change this in express in kilometer per hour. In question number 4, we have to express in meter per second. As you know, as I told you earlier, that we have to convert. So you must know the unit of distance. What is the unit of distance? If I write here, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters, and 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters, right? Similarly, you know 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes and 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, and the important thing is that 1 hour is equal to 60 into 60 seconds if you want to change this into seconds. So now we will start these questions. First of all, we have to change 8.4 kilometer per minute into kilometer per hour. It means no need to change the unit of length. We need to change only the unit of time. Means that minutes we have to convert into hour. As you know, 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So it means 1 minute is equal to 1 over 60 hour, right? So it means when you are going to change minute into hour, you will multiply with 1 over hour, and when you divide it, when it going into the multiplication, it will come reciprocal, means 8.4 multiplied by 60. No need to change in the length unit. So now it's very easy calculation. You can multiply zeros, 6 4s are 24, 6 8s are 48, and 2, that is 50. So 504 kilometer per hour, that is your answer. Now its answer is in kilometer per hour. So now come to the next question, that is meter per second. Now you have to convert this meter into kilometer and second into hour. So how many seconds in 1 hour? That is 60 into 60. And how many meters in 1 kilometer? That is 1000 meter. So you will 315 multiplied by 60 divided by 1000. This is the same question. In this question, we have to change kilometer per hour into meter per second. How many meters in 1 kilometer? That is 1000. Okay, so 367 into 1000. And how many seconds in 1 hour? That is 60 into 60. So why it is reverse here? Here we are changing a larger unit to the smaller unit, kilometer into meters. That's why we will multiply. Here we are changing a smaller unit to larger unit. That's why we are dividing. And when we dividing change into multiplication, we will write reciprocals. Here 1000 over 60 into 60, and here we multiply 60 into 60 over thousands. Now you can simplify. It's a very easy calculations. You can calculate 0 cuts with 0, again 0 cuts with 0, and 6, 5 2s are 10, 3 2s are 6, that is 367. So there is no more cutting, so you can write your answer in fraction form. Similarly here, that 0 cuts with this one, 0 cuts with this one, 3 2s are 6 and 5 2s are 10, and that 5 cuts with this one, then you will multiply and got your answer. These multiplications are very easy for you, so you can calculate these questions by yourself. So now come to the third part, that is 242 meter per minute. Now you have to change the smaller unit into bigger unit. So you will divide, means 242 divided by 1000, and there is a minute into hour. How many minutes in 1 hour? 60. So you will multiply with the 60. That is almost similar to this one. Here we no need to change the kilometer. Here we need to change the meters also and the time unit also. So you can calculate It's again the calculation and you can do it by yourselves. So now come here. Okay, well, first we will do this question, that is 65 centimeter per second into meter per second. Now here again no need to change the time unit. Okay, there is only difference between centimeter and meter. Centimeter is a smaller unit and meter is a larger unit. So what you will do, simply we will divide it by 100. Why with the 100? Because 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So it's very easy, by the division of 100 and 1000 or tens, that is 12.65 meter per second is your answer. So in this question we have to convert 86 kilometer into minutes. So how many meters in 1 kilometer? That is 1000. So 86 into 1000, how many minutes, how many seconds in 1 minute? That is 60. So simply divided by the 60. So now you can further calculate by yourself. So I hope you understand how to convert the different units of the speed to the other units of the speed. Calculation you can do it by yourself. You leave your answers in fraction form as well as in the decimal form. It's up to you. For the decimal form you have to a long division process, otherwise you can leave your answer in fraction form after cancellation it. Okay, now come to the question number 6. So in this question the main points I write there. I read the question. A car travels first 19 kilometers of its journey at speed of 57 kilometers. Means first train travels, it's a train? No, it's a car. Car travels 19 kilometers at 57 kilometers per hour. That's its speed and that's the distance the car traveled. In the second phase, the car travels 55 kilometers at the speed of 110 kilometers per hour. You have to find the average speed. Now, what is the formula for the average speed? That is the total distance divided by the total time. Now, the total time is not given to you. So first we will find the total time. How we are going to find total time? How you can find the speed? Speed you can find by the distance divided by time. So how can you find the time? Time you will find that distance divided by speed. So what is your time 1? Time 1 is 19 divided by 57. If you cut it, it will comes 1/3 hours, right? So what is your time 2? T2 I can write, that is again distance over speed. The distance is 55, speed is 110. So it cut at the table of 5, yes, 11, and it will come their table of 11, that is so easy, 1/2 hour. So what will be your total time? Your total time is 1/3 plus 1/2. So if you adding this, you know how to add the in fraction form by taking LCM or by making the denominator same. So what will be your LCM? Your LCM is 6. So your answer is 3 ones are 3 and 2 ones are 2, that is 5/6. By taking LCM you can add these questions. So now what is your average speed? What is your total distance? Total distance is 19 plus 55. So your total distance is 74 kilometer and divided by 5/6, right? So now fraction form in the denominator, so it means it will come in the reciprocal when you are going to multiply, that is 6/5. So now you can multiply and divide and get your answer in fraction form. So I hope you understand the questions regarding speed and the conversion of these units into kilometer per hour to meter per second or meter per second to kilometer per hour. So you need a lot of practice to do these questions, to these calculations. You have to learn these conversion units, then you will be able to do these sums. So I hope you will practice at home. So at the end, what you have to do, simply share, subscribe and like learning math skills. Bye.